Hey everyone, Dr. Scott here. One of the questions we get asked often in our office is, what are the best exercises I can do for my back to keep my low back healthy, prevent injury, or if I've had an injury, help it recover? And while that answer can be different for every patient depending on condition, I wanted to go through today and show you some of my favorites, a little exercise routine that when done consistently is great for the back, great at building up some strength around or stability around your core and working on some of those fine proprioceptive muscles. So let's have a look. I can go over these exercises with you. Okay, so whenever you're going to do any type of exercise routine, really for any part of your body, but especially when we're talking about the back, it's always good to get a little bit of a warm-up in first, whether it's a little bit of stretching for you, go for a walk around the block, get the blood flowing a little bit, get the muscles loosened up. It's going to help your body adapt to the exercise a lot better. Okay, so the first exercise that I want to show you for the back is what we call a cat camel. I've heard it called a cat cow. What you're gonna do with this exercise, it's all about, this one's just about mobility for the back, about getting the muscles pliable, getting the joints moving, and it's gonna help your body work better into the exercises that we're going to teach going forward. So we're gonna go to what we call the quadruped position. So that's hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips on all fours. And what you're going to do is you're going to round up like a cat would be stretching like this, draw your belly button in, and then what you do is let your back sag, extend your head up. They say that looks like a cat, or sorry, a cow or a camel. I'm not totally convinced of that, but we're gonna do what we call cat down to a camel. Now the idea of this is it's not really a stretch. It's not meant to be pushed up and held for a long period of time. It's more about mobility. So it should be a continuous motion of, we're gonna stretch up, and then we're gonna come down, lift our head and our hips, extend up, draw our belly button in, and come down, head and hips up. You want to repeat that about 10 to 12 times. Again, nice and slow and controlled like that. Stretch up like the cat, down like the camel. It's going to really get the joints moving, lubricated, and get those muscles pliable so we can work into our next set of exercises. As always, try and work within pain-free range of motion. And if any of these exercises at all cause you any trouble, speak to your healthcare provider. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is what we call the bird dog exercise. A great exercise for activating the proprioceptive muscles in your back and really help with spinal stability. So again, we're gonna go back to that same quadruped position. So hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. And with this exercise, you really wanna focus on drawing your belly button up towards your spine. It shouldn't be a huge contraction, but we don't want it just sagging down. We want to actively engage our core. So draw that belly button up towards your spine. In this exercise, your head's going to stay neutral. You want to keep your back relatively flat. And what you're going to do is reach out with your opposite arm and opposite leg. So opposite arm and leg out, and then come back. Then you can switch to other arm, other leg, reach out, and come back. Important to remember with this exercise, it's not about height, so it's not about reaching super high, it's about reaching out. Nose to the ground, stomach contracted, and you want to reach out towards the opposite walls with your hands and your feet. Hold for about 5 to 7 seconds, and then come back. For some of you, this exercise might be a little bit challenging, especially in terms of balance. So the way we can start is go back to that same position, and you can start with a single limb exercise. So we might just start with just lifting our arm, hold for 7 seconds, just lifting your leg, hold for 7 seconds, and you can repeat that with all 4 limbs. Do that a few times. Once you're comfortable with that, then again, draw your belly button up, head neutral, spine stays relatively flat, and you reach out, opposite arm, opposite leg, hold for 5 to 7 seconds. And you want to repeat that anywhere from about 8 to 12 times, okay? Per side. As always, pain-free. If it's causing you any trouble, don't push through. But it's a really great exercise to start engaging the proprioceptive muscles in your lower back as well as activating your core. When we look at exercises that are really protective for our back and help make it function better, protect it well, prevent it from injury, we often talk about core. And a lot of people think of core as your abs. Abs are just part of your core. We also have to consider, basically they say a barrel around. So It's your core, it's your hip flexors, it's your low back, and it's especially your glutes. A lot of people forget about their glutes when they're thinking about your core. Your glutes provide a lot of stability for your back, so it's really important to incorporate them when we are working on exercises for our lower back. So a great one that I like to do is what we call a glute bridge. So what you're going to do is lay on your floor or on your mat. You're just going to lay on your back with your knees bent, hips on the floor, and all you want to do in this exercise is think of taking your belly button and bringing it to the ceiling. So hands at your side, you're just going to lift your belly button up. Try and make this line as straight as you can. Hold it for about 5 to 7 seconds, and then come back down. Okay. Again, you want to keep your belly button in, your abs, and get your core engaged. But really, what you're focusing on is contracting your glutes. So from here it's up. Really focus on squeezing your glutes. You'll feel your hamstrings involved as well. You're going to hold that for your 5 to 7 seconds, and come back down. If that is super easy for you, no problem, you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge, a little more activation, you can lift yourself up, and then from here you can extend one leg, and then hold that, come back down, go back up, and then do the other leg. Try and keep the upper part of the leg in a straight line, but again, holding for your 5 to 7 seconds, really activating those glutes. As I mentioned, the glutes provide a lot of stability for your lower back, so really important to activate those. Really simple exercise, but very, very effective. The next exercise that I want to show you, again, working on our core, which we know is protected for our lower back, is what we call a dead bug exercise. So it's kind of the opposite of the bird dog exercise. So bird dog, we're on all fours, we reached opposite arm, opposite leg out. This one, we're going to be on our back, again, and what you're going to do is, from this position, you're going to raise your hips up to 90, so your hips are at 90, your knees are at 90, and you're also going to put your hands straight out. And as I said, it's kind of the opposite of the bird dog, so you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg again, and they're just going to reach out into a straight line. Not so much that it's resting on the ground, just out just above the ground, bring back up. Okay? Opposite arm, opposite leg, down, and then back up. Okay? Show you one more time. Down. Again, I like to hold things for 5 to 7 seconds, and then back up. That exercise is going to be good for hip flexors, core. It really kind of works everything. It's a really good exercise. Again, same as the bird dog. If it's too challenging for you, you can definitely go single limb. So you can go from here, and you can just go your leg, and back up, and then just your arm, and back up, and then you can progress to opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay? Excellent. Again, super effective exercise. Simple as a lot of these exercises are, when done consistently, they're really, really helpful. I'm just going to show you one more exercise for today. Even if you just do those 4 exercises that we start with, and you do them consistently on a daily basis, they're really helpful for your back. If we want to work on a little more of our core, a little bit more on the side, which is going to help protect our back, because the side muscles, or obliques and everything down the side, QLs, they provide a lot of stability through our lower back. We can do something called a side plank. It's a little more challenging for a lot of people, but what we do is you're going to lay on your side with your legs extended and your feet stacked one on top of each other. I like to put my hand on the hip, and all you're going to do is, here you can see how my body's got a bend to it. What we're going to do is we're just going to make it into a straight line. So we're going to go from here, we're going to go up, and all you want to do is you want to hold that. Again, starting with your 5 to 7 seconds, this one I like to build up just like a regular plank, and try and build up to holding a little bit longer. Then you can come back down. Okay? And you can work, if you're going to hold it longer, you can do fewer reps, or if you're not going to hold it as long, you can do more reps. So again, from this position, always holding our core in nice and tight, go up, and you just hold. For some of you, if that's too difficult, you can bend your knees and just lift up from your knees. This is a little bit easier, still activating similar muscles, just a little bit easier to do. And obviously you want to do that on both sides as well. Any of these exercises that we've shown you, they're not, as you try them, you might find, oh, they're not the most difficult, or I'm not feeling the burn in my muscles like a lot of people think when they're working out. That's not what these are about. These exercises are not about building these big, strong muscles. They're about stability. Stability protects your back, right? Mobility is important during your stretching. These exercises are about stability. So work on these on a regular basis. I certainly hope you find those exercises helpful. It's important to remember with these exercises, they're not about the big pump or feeling the burn like you get when you go to the gym. They're about working on stability, working some of the big movers of your back, but really the small proprioceptive muscles that are really going to be protective for you, help you alleviate that back discomfort if you're having any, or prevent it from coming on or coming back if you've had it before. And like most things in life, if you can do things to prevent it from happening in the first place, it's a lot easier to work with. When it comes to these exercises, or really anything health in general, it's about consistency. It's doing the little things on a regular basis that will help keep you healthy and help prevent injury and illness from happening. So with these exercises, if you can do them every day, every other day, the whole thing will take 5 to 7 minutes. It doesn't take very long, but the continuous repetition and activating those muscles can really be protective and really help you out, help your back out, and help keep you healthy. So as always, feel free to reach out if you ever have any questions or comments. You can leave them in the comment section below, or you can always reach out to our office. Until next time, stay healthy, stay active, and enjoy leading an active lifestyle.